Now, August 6th will be RUF 48, and then we're gonna have over at Bridge City. We're gonna have Devin Ray. He's gonna come back off that fucking dominant first round submission. Like I don't call that even a rear naked choke, because the way that he got the head kick, he slammed him, and then it was like a neck crank, and the dude just couldn't take it.
No, they need to ban Devin, man. There's no way. Or what's up? They need to like really figure out this matchmaking for that kid, because I mean, there's no way we could be putting these poor souls in front of him like that again.
And the dude was a kickboxer too. I was so shocked the fact that Devin caught him with the head kick against a kickboxer. I was like, damn, that was badass.
Devin Ray, man, good job, brother. He really is the definition of a well-rounded MMA guy. Like his base, and it's a solid base, is wrestling for sure. That is his forte. But he's a great striker, man. Like he's fun to spar, because he's always challenging himself, always changing it up. And he's just he's really well rounded. So exciting to see that win back in May, and definitely excited to see some upcoming fights for him. And not only him, but Brandon Elizondo. His ass beasted the last fight. He did take a loss, but it was such a phenomenally better performance than the fight before that. And not only was it better on your part, bro, but his opponent was much better. His opponent, who was it? Mark Coates? What was it?
It was
no, it wasn't Mark.
Yeah, Mark. He fought Rafael Montini.
Yeah,
I forget the guy's name, but he's also going to be fighting on RUF 48.
Yeah, it was his debut too, right?
Yeah,
he was really good, man. And he was physically more dominating than Brandon, and I think it's because he's an older guy. He's a little bit more built. Brandon's a little bit younger. So he was definitely stronger, but Brandon really did some really, really good things in the first round to stop some takedowns, and just had a fucking great fight, man. I mean, he really fought. So very proud of him also. Even if he didn't get the win, you know, he still went out there and upheld the reputation of Bridge City Combat, and, you know, the training and shit that's going on there with the MMA guys. So hats off to Brandon. And then hopefully I'm the cursed one, it would be Trenton fighting. Hopefully Trenton's fight goes through, and it's actually you know, it actually stays on the schedule, because that is somebody I always want to see fight, man. Like, I don't care. I could quit tomorrow, but I'll still want to be going to Trenton's fights well into the future, because he definitely is somebody much like Devin that has a great future in MMA for sure.
Yeah, and isn't he coming off of a head kick knockout in the first round at like WFC?
What is he, 2-0? So I know his first one was a head kick knockdown. I don't know how he finished the second guy.
I know it was a first round knockout. That's what I do remember. I just forget how.
Maybe it was a head kick. I'm sure it was, man, because, you know, he sneaks those in there, because he's again, just like all these guys, they're all wrestling, you know. So being that they're so quick and dangerous on the ground, and to get you down to the ground, man, it makes stand-up a whole different ball game when you have a wrestler standing in front of you, because now you, as a stand-up guy, don't really have any confidence to, you know, play your game. So
exactly, the wrestlers they got that sneaky overhand right, because you think that they're going to shoot for the takedown, but they just catch you over.
Yeah, but they wear singlets, so you know what I mean. Like, the wrestlers, they're badass, but they wear singlets. So
that's awesome. And I remember I talked to Brandon after the fight at the bar, and I was telling him, like, dude, your performance when he was standing up, he was actually piecing the guy up, and he was having some great exchanges. It was just the wrestling aspect that kind of caught him, and like there was a lot of situations too where I saw if he was just able to slip at least one of those underhooks, he could have prevented it going to the ground, and he would have just held it up. But yeah, he fought his ass off. He didn't let it go. He didn't let it end early. He kept it at least going to the distance, and he kept going. I told him straight up too. He did a badass job. It
really was. And speaking on his stand up, I spar Brandon quite a bit, and you know, he's shorter than me. He's smaller than me. He doesn't have the reach. Doesn't have the power, but he's got really solid technique, man. Really, really solid technique. I wish I had the skill set that he has at my size and strength. Obviously I wish I was his age too. I'd be a lot better off, but if I had his skill set, I think I'd be I would just kind of like work on my conditioning at that point. Whereas like right now I still want to develop some kicks and different techniques, you know, where I was like, nah, every time I spar Brandon, he's creative, he's quick. He's a fighter, man. Like even if he's getting pieced up by me, you know, and I keep touching his face or whatever, he doesn't shy away. He comes in, man. He's really tough. So that is something that somebody's gonna find out one day. I'm telling you, somebody in there is gonna experience a stand up with Brandon.
Yep, it'd be a great matchup if like Jason over at Rough Nation, he found somebody that was just the same, that was gonna try to stand up and just get in those exchanges, get in the pocket, work those combos, and then I feel like we'll definitely see like a really good version of Brandon in that situation.
Absolutely.